Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another first impressions video. Splendiferous. That's right, friends. Today I am back with another first impressions video, and today we are doing a single first impressions. This video probably won't be that long because it's only one fragrance, but I thought I would give a little bit extra time to, or a standalone video to a new fragrance release rather than when it's a sample set, you know. Excuse me. This fragrance is the new release from Creed, and it is called Carmina. Exciting. So apparently this is a rose fragrance. It was released in 2023. Doesn't tell us who the perfumers are, but at least it's not leading us astray by telling us that it's Olivia Creed and Irwin. So that's at least a bit of progress. So the blurb says, embodying the rich legacy of the House of Creed, Carmina draws inspiration from the pages of fashion sketchbooks handed down through the Creed family for generations. It is a fragrance that pays homage to the audacious and spirited women depicted in these sketches, who are always poised for their next escapade. Carmina exudes warmth and sensuality, transporting us on a scented journey to exhilarating destinations. It strikes a contemporary note with the inclusion of a black cherry and pink pepper, balanced by the classic scents of violet and subdued rose. I'll move that across for you. There it is. A radiant glow emanates from the union of saffron with the softness of musk and amber. This floral woody creation is enriched with the welcoming embrace of cashmere wood and refined woody notes, giving Carmina its irresistible allure. It's available in 75ml or 30ml, and the notes are specifically at the top: black cherry, saffron, pink pepper, may, rose, so rose de mai, peony, violet, cashmere wood, and in the base, musk, ambroxan, myrrh, and frankincense. I can smell that cashmere wood straight away. This kind of dry, woody, ambery thing. I get the black cherry. I get like a cherry. It's more like a cherry flavoured something. You know? You know when you get the lozenges or something and they're cherry flavoured and they're quite potent. I get the saffron. Excuse me. It's dry. That dry, woody thing. It's like a rose oud without the oud. It's got that feeling though. You know what I mean? It's got a dry woody amber type thing. I don't know if cashmere wood is a woody amber, but it's got a woody amber, like, it's got a woody amber feeling about it. Rosy, peony, violet, those three are doing a light floral dance. It's keeping it light. I'm getting a little bit of like an incensey kind of vibe from it too, you know? I'd be surprised, like a peppery incense, you know, that dry kind of nose tickling incense thing. It doesn't smell like a Creed. It doesn't smell like a Creed. Not a vintage Creed anyway. Not a Creed of the late 90s to the 2010s, the mid 2000s. It smells nothing like a Creed from like 1990 all the way up to about 2012. Hell of a 20-year run, but it smells quite designery. It smells quite samey. Doesn't stand out. I don't think they use the best materials anymore. And they certainly haven't here. The cherry's doing a lot for the fragrance. Like a cherry rose. Dry. Woody. It feels a little bit like a Middle Eastern fragrance for Western women. Does that make sense? It's got that kind of structure. There's a couple of pleasant things in here. I think the rose is quite pleasant. It's not something I would wear. The pink pepper, the peony are quite nice. The saffrons, I don't think the saffron belongs. Or it's very reminiscent of a Middle Eastern fragrance, like a big, dark. I'm just waiting for the oud to appear. You know what I mean? Saffron, rose, ouds were a genre of perfumes, all of their own, for about 10 to 15 years. This is like an oud rose saffron without the oud, and they've replaced it with incense and cashmere wood. It's pleasant. It's pleasant enough. That amber wood, cashmere wood note, along with the dry frankincense, would start to drive me mad after about 2-3 hours. I imagine the novelty would wear off from this quite quickly. It's fresh. It's not animalic at all. It's pleasant. It's nice enough. It's also $500. So you try and square that circle. You know? It's a pleasant fragrance for $500. Not good enough for where Creed position themselves in the market, for the prices that they try and charge. These fragrances are simply not good enough. I will try and get my hands on an Aventus Absolute sample, and I will do another first impressions on that. But for now, friends, this has been Rich Mitch, and I will see you all again soon.